Hello guys and welcome back. This is Imperator with chapter 3 of our Let's Play Rome Total War, and we're playing as Pompey. We're playing on a legendary setting in the Imperator Augustus campaign. So in the last video you saw me capture Siga and subjugate this. As I say, one of the reasons I subjugated is because I didn't really want to be tied up with an army here, although it could have probably helped to move on against Rutabis here, and then I could probably have used it as a launch to take on Numidia. But at the moment Numidia's doing us a favour because it's keeping Lepidus busy. So Lepidus is at war with Octavian and he's at war with Numidia, so it's kind of keeping him busy. I think what we are going to do is we're going to start attacking Lepidus next. I think that's our plan of action. Although Antony is looking strong here, hopefully Antony attacks Octavian. That would be fantastic if he did. If he was to do that, but the chances are he's probably going to come after me. We'll see how that works. So let's get back to the turn. We did have a navy over here, as you can see. We've got them in forced march. We did move them. We've got them ready to move to the next turn. So what we're trying to do over there is find all of Antony's client states, get some agreements going. So one thing we do have to look for now is that we're struggling to get trade agreements, and one of the reasons we're struggling with the trade agreements is because we have nothing to trade. So we have lumber here as a trade resource. We also have up here we have olive oil and we have wine as a trade resource. So we've got trade resources around us that we need to take. But I'm not at the moment. Numidia, I don't really want to go to war with Numidia. It might be the ideal time, really. They might be weakened. So let's have a look at where we stand with getting sort of agents and things like that. So rather than actually recruiting or building up, ideally I'd like to be starting to build again towards our economy, but we could do with an agent to go wandering. So we have our spy, but our spy has given us a nice benefit to our growth, and it's given us a nice benefit to our wealth, 3% boost to the wealth from agriculture, and this is an agricultural area, especially with Mount Etna. Mount Etna gives, I believe, does it give us anything? Yeah, 10% wealth to agriculture. So we need somebody that can go roaming. So we'll have a look now. Okay. See, that one would be good in this area. We get 3 public order, which should put us on a 0 in winter. You see, these are really looking quite good, which would free up so I'm going to recruit this one. I'm going to deploy him here. Where did I recruit him from? Okay, so now I am actually going to move the spy. Okay, we're going to send our spy and we're going to have a look around in Numidia. So for a couple of turns we can start thinking about going against Numidia and trying to get Isle. Now we're going to have to do it pretty quickly because we're in. Oh, we should. Right, what we'll do next turn is we'll flick that into a raiding stance. Oh no, look, it's actually really weak, so we need to bring it home. I mean, I could disband these. Did they increase? No. Okay, I'm going to disband. Save myself some money. There's no point in having weakened forces like that. These 4 aren't too bad. So that's saved us about 200 a turn, allowing us to recruit some more legionaries in our home army. Okay. So we'll have a look at diplomacy again now. So we've now got our...
In time.
We're not going to get trade there, so we need to start trying to get trade from somewhere. I think we have a non-aggression pact here, so we're down as untrustworthy. I'm not sure why we're down as untrustworthy, but that's not going to help us get anywhere with trade agreements and things like that.
Listening to your terms, hoping to hear wisdom and profit in them.
Okay. So this is where I'll always get a little bit nervous, is if whether Antony decides to declare war on us or not. And at first look here, Lepidus is looking pretty strong with his army, so taking Africa from Lepidus could be a bit of an issue. So I think our next target probably should be taking on Isle.
Ready for orders. Raiders of Rome.
So we'll pop into raiding, we'll get some more money, that'll allow us to bring our spy over. I would imagine the chances now are that let's have a look at this city down here. So as we can see, we've got Lepidus moving on to Isle, and he's going to try and take Isle. Now Isle has 1, 2. You know, that could be a really quick and easy snatch. So I can't move those troops. Right. Next turn, we're going to attack Isle. We're going to take a massive diplomatic knock if we do, but I'm prepared for that. I'm quite happy to take that diplomatic knock. Okay, so we want to be recruiting our army, building this nice and strong so we can start looking at taking on Italy. We need some more income. So this time, in fact, before we need income, I'm going to build up Agrigentum, and the reason I'm building that is it'll give me 4 legionaries, so I'll have a very, very nice natural defence force here, which will allow me to move this army out. So I'll have the only weak point in this area will be Panormus. Okay, so we'll end this turn. And again, I forgot to move my fleet, which is why I always say make sure that you do your movement and then add, especially with something like that, do your movement and add an extra turn's worth of movement on there. It covers you in case you forget to move them. Okay, so this objective that's come in, that's going to be worth delaying completing our first major objective. You know, 5% wealth from all sources in all regions, that's not something to be sniffed at. So we're going to change our and it's telling us to recruit in economy, so it's only 2 turns, that's no biggie. So I'll move these guys over here. So we've encountered Egypt now, and we're almost ready to come home, because this is Antony's Rome. We know that all this is Lepidus, sorry. So we're ready to come home now, so I'm not even going to be looking at doing anything other than bringing this fleet home. So we don't have to move that every turn, and in 5 turns time it'll be home. We can start recruiting another army, another fleet there. Now our spy, we need this spy to be scouting out what Numidia is doing. Factions encountered, Egypt and Judea. Okay, so we're looking alright here. Numidia is still at war.
Greetings,
Let's see if we can break this non-aggression
pact. Let us use
pact.
our time together in wisdom and seek accord.
Okay, so it's actually telling us by breaking this, it's considered an act of treachery and is condemned by all factions. So we'll take a massive diplomatic knock with all factions for being, and what will happen is we'll end up with this unreliable or untrustworthy reliability rating. So it's telling us we've got 5 turns to wait. Okay, that's fine. I can hold off that far.
Come, my friend, speak. We are...
I am honored to receive this embassy, and will listen with interest to all you have to say.
Okay, so these guys, they're just not interested in anything, because we have nothing to trade. So they're not going to trade with us, and that means that we really need to push now as quickly as we can for some kind of trade resource. So we'll have a look at the map at where we can see a trade resource. What's this one? Okay, so this is all Judea, this is Egypt. So the only trade resources we can see are wine, timber, olive oil, wine and wine. Oh, and marble. Now I know there's marble up here as well, and if this is like anything to do like the original Rome, there should be glassware here, and lead is up here and in Thracia. So timber would have been nice to have it, but I'm not going to take diplomatic knock to take it. So maybe we should have captured this, and then I could have gone against Lepidus. Okay, we'll just reassess for a couple of turns. We'll do some building up. We'll try and get ourselves into a position where our economy is supporting the troops that we have. That's done. I'm 8 turns away from that, and we need 13 more troops. So it's going to be a bit turtling again, guys, so I'm going to increase this. With those, can I recruit anybody? Yeah, I can recruit one of those. For every one of those, we disband that, and there's another turn done. Going to be some really fast turns going on at the moment here, just to get through. Okay, so yeah, Isle was lost again, so we've just lost the trade agreement there. Okay, so Sicily, -4 public order from Bread and Games, that's fine. Okay, so Numidia's nearly gone. We maybe should have acted on that one a bit earlier. Now that would be a really, really fast, easy conquer to make, I think.
Yes.
Raid our way home. We always said we'd build a temple here. Okay. So the fleet's on its way back. We've moved our dignitary. We've got a dignitary, we've got a spy. Let's deploy the dignitary, see if we've... Yep, so we've increased straight away. Now I'm going to recruit a veteran. And what I actually want is I want something that's going to boost this army. So there we go, we'll recruit that one. And we'll go back to diplomacy again. We need to get some trade agreements going.
Welcome,
no.
emissary. I greet you as befits your reputation. Now, friend, speak plainly.
Okay, so we're up here. This is increasing. We're now on dependable. We've got another 4 turns to go.
Welcome. But that
if we wanted to turn on Numidia, but there's no point in turning on Numidia. I need this to recover, build it back up. I've got 100, I can't recruit any troops. We'll end that turn. So next turn we'll go back onto double plank construction. We'll start looking at doing that again. So that'll be 8 turns I believe, and so we'll need to really push now. Taking me a little bit longer to do this than what I would like, but you know, there's no point in missing out on an objective like that. Trouble populace, that's fine. Okay, so this trouble populace could be a bit of a problem. We need to start looking at a big public order boost here. So I'm going to build the amphitheatre. Leaves us with very little money.
I am Rome's champion.
We go for military training. Still earning good money.
Commander.
Let's do some recruitment. More legionaries. And back to training double plank construction. So in 8 turns, how are we doing for men now? 13 more units. Let's have a look at our generals, shall we? He'd be really good to have in this area. He's really good if we take a territory. And he's really good as an attacking general. Okay. I need eyes on Lepidus now. So Lepidus is stomping through. There's his army. He's taken the rest of Numidia from them. Bit of a horrible thing that he did there, but he's basically now controlling the most of North Africa, which, considering he's supposed to be at war with Octavian, means that our target now is Octavian. I'm not taking Lepidus on. With the size of that army, he's too strong for me now. I should have attacked him. If I was going to attack him, I should have attacked him a lot earlier. Octavian is going to be strong, but I think I can handle Octavian. So we'll end this turn. By attacking Octavian now as well, that gives us the olive oil and the wine resource that we can start using to try and broker some trade agreements. Whereas if we took on Lepidus, the only real thing we're going to be getting is timber. With any luck, we could probably send over. Okay, so there's a fame. We've got a population surplus again. Troops recruited. Not sure what that means. Right. So our economy's still doing okay. It's not great, but it's doing all right. So Isle, as you can see, it's back as Numidian. So while Lepidus is attacking, he's doing all right. He's getting there. He's not attacking there. So I'm gonna continue with this raid here. Yeah, so he's gonna get that back again next turn. So something we could probably start looking at is I'll start using this spy and I'll start inciting revolts and things and give Lepidus a bit of a hard time controlling that area. Okay, so this turn we're going to have to do a bit of construction. Now this area is, we set out before, was going to be our industry centre, so we'll build for industry. We've got all our agents that we can have. We can upgrade this maybe. No. Can we upgrade this one? Why is it not letting us do that? 1300 against. Ah, we must have somebody that's giving us reduction in construction costs. Is that right? Ah, religious building construction costs minus 10%. So that's why. Nothing that we actually want there. We're on 18. I can comfortably recruit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to disband those, and I'm going to recruit 2 more of those.
Are you ready to serve Rome?
We've got the infamy to deal with. I'm going to adopt him. Gives us a free general, which we can probably put down somewhere. Not sure. He should come in as a statesman as well, which would be handy if he does. Let's see about moving this guy back now, so we can start recruiting another army. Okay. Got somebody to upgrade. Right. He's here for money. That's why we've got him here. Public order and money. So that's what we want to be looking at. And I believe by doing that, that is a authority. So we'll build him as authority. I'm not going to bother with diplomacy for 2 or 3 turns. I'm just going to let my diplomacy as it is now. I'm managing okay without trade agreements. Non-aggression pacts could be handy. But so we might get a trade agreement if we try, but I don't think I'm going to unless I actually start to, get some trade resources. Okay. So this blessed by the gods, what's that? We got a general. So let's have a look. There he is. Is he any good? 2 public order. Religious building construction, morale for all units. Not a bad general. I'll secure his promotion. So I'm going to go through now and secure some promotions. I should have done this a while ago. I can't really do it here. Admiral. No point in securing a promotion on an admiral because the minus 2% increase is for land units army. Although the tax increase for local province and the gravitas helps. Gravitas means, you get a bit more public support. I do believe that's the way that works. Okay, so Numidia's only got this left. As I say, sabotage, incite unrest. Opportune failure. Oh, that's okay. So this is the kind of thing we're going to be doing now, is inciting unrest. Keep Lepidus busy with having to quash slave rebellions and things like that, while we then can focus on moving in and taking on Antony. Not Antony, Octavian. Okay, so we can move this guy in now. He's back home. He's done his little rounds for us. He's spotted a few people. This army's looking okay. We've got the veteran to increase. Now he's a military trainer. Military training is something that would be really handy for us to get out of this guy. Okay. So campaign movement speed. So this army moves faster now. So I'm going to recruit some units. I want some cavalry. And I want that. Where are we up to on our unit count? 28, so that's going to be 32. Economy's still doing good, although it is summer. But we are raiding.
It is an honor to serve Rome.
The further away we go, usually the more we get, so I'll enter. So what we're hoping for now is that Lepidus decides he's going to go and... Right, so they were at war. Ah, peace negotiated. Okay, so he's redone that as a client. To be honest, I'm going to take these out of raiding. I don't think I need that much money from them anymore. And we're going to bring them home so they can recuperate.
Fleet ripple, going a port.
Okay. So my economy, because we're out of raiding now, the economy's taken a bit of a hit. So I'm going to build up these ports. We got 400.
Ready for battle.
Don't think I can recruit anybody there with 400. No, so that's a bit of money we can save. Now let's have a look, actually, because the economy's taken a bit of a hit. Let's go back to trying to get some trade agreements.
Be welcome.
Aggression pact.
If I can get
Trade agreement, no.
Last night the earth shook.
Greetings, friend. Let us use our
Still
time
not going for
together
anything, really,
in
are we?
wisdom.
We're struggling getting anything from anybody. Anthony.
You are welcome, but that welcome can become a...
So Egypt off. We're sort of happy to go for a non-aggression pact. So I'm actually going to pay a bit of money for this.
Much to discuss, and perhaps much to agree.
It's going to cost me a little bit more. How much is this going to cost me?
Dead fish in the water. Two kinds of fish. An omen, I feel. We see some gain for your people, but little for ours in such an arrangement.
Some quick, fast turns. This is what I want to do now. Just blitz through these last few turns, get that 5,000 income from the objective, and then we'll look at the next objective. Hopefully, I don't want to turtle too much, so I'm going to go and start looking at attacking Octavian at the moment. So the veterans increased, war declared. Egypt and Numidia now. Okay, so I'm going to look at Numidia, being allied with these guys, you know, non-aggression pact, and breaking it. Okay, so that's going to give me a bonus with Lepidus. Yep, should do. Broken treaties with Numidia plus 12. Egypt, broken treaty with Numidia. Yeah, plus 5. So let's have a look at these now. Non-aggression pact. No. Trade agreement.
We see some gain.
No. So
My people are wealthy
this is
in
how you
intellect,
know, with the diplomacy
and do not
game,
need
it's a tricky little part of the game. A lot of other Total Wars have been a bit. Can we get this guy? I'm gonna try. Cancel. No, it's telling us to do it. We're gonna have to go to war. So that's African rebels there. We've got Lepidus has still got this.
Ready for order. Steady as we go.
Okay, they recuperate quicker if you bring them into port. So 3 turns we'll look and we'll have a fully replenished army there. Whether I'll recruit any more troops into it or not, I'm not sure. Okay. Okay, we're going to build that port up. And that's pretty much everything here at grade 2, bar this, which is 1900. That's going to be a while before I do that. We're at 25 food, so I can take the food knock, and I'll probably go for the one with the pub. No. Commerce. Agriculture subsidence. I'm going to go for the commerce one. So we've got a commerce boosting town, we've got a agriculture boosting town, we've got 1, 2, 3 commerce buildings and 2 agricultural buildings, which will be 3 when we upgrade here. So with the temple, let's have a look. What's this? Subsidence. Can we convert that? That's 2 legionaries, 1 veteran legionaries. So that gives us a better garrison, a little bit less wealth, 2 public order, 5 growth. No, we'll keep that one as it is. Okay, so we did do the diplomacy because we wanted to make sure that we break away from Numidia. Okay, so we've got skills to upgrade.
At your command.
Nobody to move. So the veteran is all about increasing our army at the moment. Want him to evade now, so that's that turn done. Now we're down to 1,000 a turn now, so it's kind of saying that our economy isn't good. So one great way of boosting your economy is to take a piece of land. So let's start moving into Octavian. We'll start a war with Octavian pretty soon, but at the moment, rather than just going straight to war with him, we're going to go and raid him a little bit, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so our general over there, someone tried to assassinate him. I'd really like to use him, but with him having -2 upkeep for all land units, I'm not likely to build an army over here. Or am I? I could build a bit of a defensive army. Oh, it's a fleet. Sorry, it's a fleet. So somebody's actually attacked my main general, my main admiral. I'll use him. That's really annoying.
It is an honor to serve.
War declared. Okay, so Maury's at Numidia now. Octavian's attacked Antony. Right. And Antony's just taken over Galatia. Okie doke. So Octavian's got his hands full. So, as it said at the beginning of the game, if you remember, bide your time, just wait and see what happens. So Octavian's now at war with Lepidus. He's now at war with Antony, which basically means if we go to war with him, he's getting it from all sides. I don't think he's got the army or the economy to handle that. Whether Antony and Lepidus actually attack him, so we'll have a bit of a nosy about. We'll hold off a turn or 2. We'll continue with the turtle for now. We need to increase our income, so in 2 turns that income's going up. Let's have a look at the growth. 10 a turn. So we've got quite a bit of growth before we can upgrade there. It's 17 a turn here. We've still got quite a bit of growth before we can upgrade any further. 3 turns and we'll have completed double plant construction. Is that right? Yep. So how many troops have we got? 31. We need 9 more. Okay. So because we're low on funds, we're going to do some recruiting. We're going to get these this fleet back up to full strength. So no, we're not. What we're going to do is we're going to recruit into our second fleet a couple of onagers. Okay, we'll just end the turn. Okay, so let's have a look at what we've got this turn. We've got a few things triggered. Okay, inspired populace. Sicily's doing okay. We're getting a lot of I'm not sure what these negatives are coming from. I'm not used to this. So what have we got? A pet fawn. We honour the fawn. Okay. He'd either be the laughing. I can never remember on that one. There's a few of these little infamy things that come in. I can remember what happens, but that one I can't. But that'd be a nice piece of free land if we can get over there. Chances are Buggerlugs here will do it for us. So I'm going to try an assassination here.
I will give.
Okay. So we're going to get rid of his generals. You see, this is one of the ways that you weaken these factions without actually going to war with them. Have a look. That'd be nice to get if we bring it home, but we're now actually training an assassin, so poison provisions. Okay, we've only got 635. We've got 1,000 coming in next turn. How are we doing? 82. See, this is minus 11 with plus 12. Because we've got plus 12 like that, what we're going to do, we need the money. I'm going to whop up the taxes. I'm in a position where I can actually cope and not take too many negatives from that. So we'll probably run that for 2 turns. It is a negative. There's a negative growth impact of -3, but we're far off on the growth at the moment. That I'm not actually too fussed. I need money more than I need growth for the time being, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to straight away end the turn. A couple of very fast turns here. I'm not going to bother with diplomacy, and I'm just going to run through my turns. Get myself into a position where I've got a full stack army that I can move up and start attacking Italia. Right, so the honour in the fawn gave that guy 10 gravitas. That's quite cool. We've got a household expansion. Let's have a look what that is, what we actually get. 1 cunning. That's a statesman. Okay. Which... let's have a look at this. Yeah. So when this guy comes back, we're going to have to try and replace that admiral. And put this guy back in, because he was really quite good, wasn't he, if I remember rightly. Yeah, -10 upkeep for all ships. Mind you, -10 upkeep for all land units would be quite good. Gravitas will secure promotion. Okay, so we've got quite a bit of money coming in each turn now, and we've got quite a few buildings that we need to upgrade. So I'm going to upgrade the temple to the Shrine of Neptune. That gives us 1400 left. Can we upgrade over here? Yep, I'm going to upgrade that temple and get the extra bonus to industry. Next turn we're going to look at upgrading here, and in a few turns we'll probably be picking up one of these buildings. The problem being we can't really take too much of a negative hit over there on public order. But we're still managing to run max taxes for a while, and we're still doing pretty well there.
Your orders?
Okay, they're fully replenished.
Yes.
Okay, still going to run this at high taxes.
I am Horatius Reborn.
So I'm going to continue running high taxes for quite a while, although the growth hit is quite bad. We've still got good growth anyway, and the money that we're going to be generating from all this is not for building an army, it's for building this infrastructure up. As I say, we're going to turtle a little bit, and then whatever's left, so we'll build the infrastructure, whatever's left we'll recruit with. Okay, so double plant construction's done. So now shipbuilding costs,
Ready
which
for battle.
okay, that was a household expand, that's pretty good. So has he got this shipbuilding costs? Is that what went in there? So let's do this first. Negative upkeep, brilliant. My general, shipbuilding costs, no, we'll trade that out for armour. We'll put the shipbuilding costs one on that guy over there, I think. Yeah, because I'm going to recruit that up to a full stack. I'm going to have a little fleet here that's going to move up north, it's going to raid, and it's going to be patrolling. Now this one is going to be a fleet that is for basically taking out ships. So let's have a see what we've got. We'll use the hand. My general can have the eagle with the laurel. Just silly little things that we do here. I could probably rename some of these as well, but at the moment I'm not going to rename them for anything. I can't think of any names, that's why. Okay, Lepidus. Lepidus, you've left yourself wide open. That's interesting. It could be dangerous that we take on Lepidus when, but Antony's occupied with Octavian, and he's actually fighting him. Octavian's really quite hardly occupied. So we've got technology. I'm going to go back for this now. 2% wealth from all commerce. We've built the commerce that we want. Let's have a look over here. Is there anything we can do? We did say we were going to build the shipwright, so we'll build the shipwright. We've got 1,000 left. There's no agents that we can recruit. We're maxed out on those until we get the Imperator. So we'll now look at building up this army. And what I actually want are some first cohort in this army. Now then, we'll do a bit of diplomacy. What's the problem here?
Welcome, friend. Let us
Still not going to be able to get trade from them. Numidia.
Before you say anything,
No.
know that I have an...
Greetings.
Right, so
We
if
are
we joined
civilized
war
folk,
against Numidia,
So you may speak as you wish,
Would you
and
give
we
us a
will give you an
non-aggression
honest
pact?
answer.
no.
Yesterday,
So,
I
would you give
saw
us a trade
many
agreement?
dead
No.
fish in the water.
Non-aggression pact.
Two kinds of
We'll
fish.
join your war against
An
Numidia,
omen, I feel.
and we'll give you 200. I'm going to reject it. Okay.
Yesterday.
Can we get trade here?
Welcome, honored emissary.
Non-aggression pact.
Speak, and I will answer with...
Welcome, I suppose. No, do not sit. That is for us and for friends. You, for now, will stand.
We'll improve this.
Wash your goods in vinegar to remove the stench, and even then our merchants would not waste their coin. Why should a man be welcome? But may Athena strike us all dumb.
Okay,
if
so
we
we've got
speak
high
anything
now,
but
so let's
truth
try a trade
in our
agreement. No, it
deliberations.
pops it to low. Non-aggression pact, still high. Trade agreement. We'd get some
You
money
would
for
not
this.
sell much in our marketplaces. Our people are rather
We'll
sophisticated
join war
and
against
clever.
both of those. Go for a non-aggression pact, and we'll ask for some money. Okay, so it's low at 2,000, so we'll go there. We'll offer payment. Right, a little trick for you guys. You want to sort of tweak it a little bit. You can do that. If you've seen what I've done, I've offered to get 300. So that's low. So we offer payment 200. Demand. We'll go to 1,700. It's low. Okay, offer payment 100. Can move up to 1,600, and it's moderate. So they rejected. So we might as well have just
Gold
gone
is usually
for
offered in
1,500.
payment of service.
So we demanded
We are not your
1,500.
servants, friend, are we?
We're going to join your war against Octavian and Numidia. And we want a non-aggression pact. Okay, so non-aggression
I had
pact.
hoped you thought better of us.
Bribe, join war against both
Really?
of those.
Are we so
Okay,
mercenary in your
so
eyes?
payments, offer payment of 300. We'll move to demand payment. Reject.
I had hoped you thought better of us. A bribe? Really? Are we so mercenary in your eyes?
Now that little trick that I do there, some people will probably class that as an exploit. I'm not too sure. Give me your opinions, guys, in the comments below, whether you think that's an exploit or not. If it is, I'll stop doing it.
Your scheme
right,
of
so we're not
attack
gonna get much
has
money out of
merits,
this.
But what with the religious festivities, I don't think our armies can do it.
Okay, so we'll settle it 500.
With these words, you bring joy to
Now
Athena.
they're in
Give you
good
wisdom,
standing with us.
so that you may speak.
No, how's Anthony doing? You see, so that's just by doing that. So war with Octavian, raiding and blocking Octavian, treaties with Egypt has put us into a good diplomatic standing with Octavian. Sorry, with Anthony. So let's have a look at Lepidus now. So Lepidus. Okay, so that war with Octavians give us a boost. War with Numidias give us a boost. What we raiding and blocking? Yeah, of course we've been raiding him. Past treaties with Numidia. Let's see if we can get a non-aggression pact out of it now. No. Trade agreement. That was nice to see though, that the non-aggression pact was moderate. So we can join his war against that and that. For a non-aggression pact, no. Okay. Now, this could
welcome, I suppose.
Haha, right.
Now speak as you
This is
and
really
try
cheeky.
To be interesting.
And it will affect our diplomatic status with Egypt. So if we have a look at Egypt now, and Anthony. Yeah, so with Anthony, nothing with Numidia's making a problem. Now with Egypt, you know, war with Numidia plus 12. We might lose that at the moment. Broken treaty, we might get this a treaty negative. So we're at 46. We'll have a look at what happens here with Numidia. Now this is a cheeky way of getting money.
To be disturbed by
what we'll ask for is
foreigners?
some payments.
If it is alms you want,
Okay, so we'll
talk
see how
to my
high we can go on
major
a
domo.
payment. Probably not that high because they've got no money. So 1,500. There we go. So let's go back to Egypt and see what kind of hit we took there. 35. So we took we've lost 11 against them. So we've basically lost the plus war plus 12. Okay. So that it's triggered us into untrustworthy as well. So we've been a bit cheeky and a bit naughty there. Not something that really we should have done. So these guys aren't happy, you know. We're still struggling getting anything from these guys,
friend.
even though they are our
Come,
client state.
see.
They're just not having anything.
Speak, my friend, unburden yourself of diplomacy, and let us find agreement.
Okay.
You should.
So out of that turn, we've managed to get ourselves, was it 2,000 extra in income? So we'll now start looking at, oh, who's this? It's Octavian. So we can start looking at building up a little bit. So we're building for income more than anything else. So we were going to do the commercial edict there. Can we recruit anybody else here? I suppose what we could do, I mean, rather than recruiting first cohort, we can take up then 2 units of legionaries, which would be better. 32, so that'd be 33, 34. We've still got 6 units to go, and we're taking quite a big negative there, and we're actually taking a negative here now. So I'm going to drop the tax down to 1. That's 5 plus 1. So we can maintain that tax rate, especially if we're at winter, and we're at -1 on growth. So are we still growing? Yeah, we're still doing quite well on growth. And we're still it's pretty crappy over there, but that's going to take forever. We could do with a bit more growth here to try and get this up as quickly as possible. So that's going to take 4 turns. It's going to take more than that actually. It's going to take 5 turns. If we were at the normal tax rate, 1300 a turn still. That puts us at 20 growth, it should. Yeah. So that's 4 turns. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And let's the thing is, when we get motivated populace over there, we get more growth. If you can see by its public order, it's quite good. You know, the public order gives us this here, plus 6 growth, plus 8% tax, the inspired populace. Okay, so bread and games, 7 public order. So what's the public order from? So what we did say right at the beginning, I think somebody has a benefit to something else, didn't they? Or was it my spy?
What do you wish of me?
Right, it was the commercial stimulation Egypt. We'd still get the 1 food. Now this is going to drop us to 19 food, but I'm going to do it anyway. Commercial stimulation. Okay. Right, well I think we should start moving on Octavian now. You know, Antony's doing his best at keeping the fleets at bay. We've got a half decent fleet, so he's ready to command that statesman, which is okay.
We hunger for battle. Come, fight for Rome! Ready for orders. Assembling the fleet.
Okay, I'm just going to do a little bit of recruitment here. So Isle's not doing too grand. I'm going to move this guy back. This spy back. There's no point in looking around here. We've missed that opportunity. Let's have a look at Egypt again. See if we can get some trade.
I am honoured to receive you.
Nope.
And look for.
I greet you as befits your reputation.
We need to get this one. Once this goes back to steadfast, we should be able to get in some more stuff. So Anthony, how we doing? Okay.
Greetings, friend. Let us use our time together in wisdom and you
Okay, no
show
one's going
much
for anything.
wisdom in seeking us as friends, but we must rely on our own strength.
There's still a bit of fighting going on between Anthony and Octavian. I'm not sure what Lepidus is doing. Could probably do with some eyes over it. Right, so we won't do any more building for now. For 4 turns. Okay, we'll finish that. Let's have a look at our objective actually. So we've got 3 before we get 5,000. What was that object? There it is. It's in the middle. Got 20 turns to do it, so yeah, we can hang off on that for quite some time actually, and we can probably get some more wealth in. So that's 3, 8. If we, yeah, we'll finish that. We'll train up to there. That allows us to do something in construction. We'll probably take this one here, +3 growth in all provinces, nice. +3% wealth from industry. Yeah, we'll take this. That'll allow us to get a bit more income in. No point in that. That one could be quite handy. I'll probably train this beforehand. We'll have a look at the technology next turn a bit more in depth. Because what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to end this video here, and we'll look more in depth into the technology in the next video, and we'll then be starting to attack into Rome. Okay guys, thanks very much for watching. Again, please add your likes and your comments below. If you do dislike the video, please let me know why. Any questions, please feel free to ask in the comments or send me any messages, and I will answer every single question or that you guys ask. Again, thanks for watching guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.